Hello, it is Saturday and it's another occasional vlog. A very, very much not occasional anymore. We're doing pretty well week for week. We don't need another bird bath. But I went to Aldi and they had this bird bath and I bought it. Why did I buy it? Because it's got lights in it and it's got bees on it. There's your update for the week. It is an occasional vlog. It's not the best weather out there, if I'm honest with you today. It's a bit changeable. We might do a little bit in the garden. There's a few bits up the back I still need to do, mainly just clearing out old ivy and weeds and turning soil over. I'm not sure if I want to put loads of effort into it yet though, until I've got like grass seed and stuff, and we'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, not much has changed since the last vlog. Thank you for all the nice comments about how the bottom of the garden's looking. I must admit it is looking better, apart from that bit where the tree is with all the bamboo that we really need to come up with a solution for. We're thinking privet, chicken wire, screen it, natural border. I really should just go and buy some privet and plant it and see what happens. My attempt to take cuttings of the privets just didn't work. It's not the time of year for it, and I'm not very good at gardening. Well, yeah, not much else to report really. I've just been out and done a few errands, just checking out B&M for some more of that plum slate for the back garden. I bought some Wet and Forget, which, it's used, you wash it onto brickwork and it kills all the algae and lichen. You probably saw if you watched the vlog the other week, the bricks around the front of the side of the house here look a bit mucky. So I'm going to use that on that. Got some more mortar to sort out the flags in the garden, any brickwork repairs in the next sort of few months. But I've kind of wound down just a little bit on the purchases for this because we do need to start ramping up our savings for our Florida trip now, which is probably, I'm going to say 95 days away now, something like that. Because because last Saturday we were Dalmatian Day, and then the double digit dance was on Monday. And there was where we are. Oh, blimey. Fully water in a few shops and I'm shattered. It's really humid. We had a few claps of thunder earlier and I thought we were going to get more than that and it would have started taking some of the humidity out, but that did not happen. Plans for this weekend. Saturday is going to be a quiet one. We're going over to see my dad tonight. Drop off a card. And then tomorrow we're going out into town. We're going to have a few drinkies and some food, catch up with friends. So we'll take you along. Other than that, I'm going to say it's going to be another fairly quiet one. We do need to get up to, it's not going to happen this weekend, but we do need to get up to Martin May because the Trumpeter Swans have had a signet, which would be very cute to see. So maybe we'll plan that in the coming weeks. Anyway, we'll catch up in a bit because I am shattered. My man flu, most of it is gone, but I'm still like bunged up a bit. Most annoyingly, because I normally clear a cold in like 2 or 3 days, and this one's been going on for a week. But yeah, I feel fine now, so it is just the after effects, I think. And I'm sure as soon as we get rid of that, we'll be fighting fit and raring to go to bed for a lie down and a sleep. I'm so used to just wandering out here and walking straight past this and not even realising that Kat sat here having a bit of a chill time. You're right, my dude. With a nice relax there, eh? He does still have his dry bed area down there. It's a little blocked off, but I kind of feel he'd appreciate the privacy. But yeah, he doesn't seem to use that anymore. Oh, my little fountain's not looking good at all, is it? This is last year's. The new one I bought was rubbish, it broke. Should have sent it back, really. I don't think anyone could possibly disagree that is the most beautiful bird bath that ever existed. And it does light up of a fashion. I won't say I'm disappointed, but it ain't the greatest thing in the world. But it was cheap. Well, it was 18 quid. So for a bird bath, relatively cheap. I'm not sure if this is glass. It sounds like glass. I was hoping it might just be resin. I filled it with some premium rainwater. We have a hole in the gutter above, which drips down to here. So I always put a bucket here. And then I use that water to water plants and stuff. Conserves it a little bit. Also, I think the old fish tank's turning into water, but because of all the rain as well. little bit of a flower update. You can actually see how much that rose has grown now. Loads of new life on it. It's even getting some new rosebuds on it. Possibly. We might see some more flowers off it. There was the other one I bought. It looks lovely. And the lupins. The size of them things. I said that, they're not actually that big for lupins, but they will. I'm sure they look lovely. I'm assuming they're going to be purple. And these ones got buds on them as well. Also, the hydrangea is on the verge of sprouting, flowering. The thing I've been doing is what I've deemed Project Touch Up, which is when I'm walking around the house and I've got nothing on to do in particular, I'll just grab a tin of quick drying gloss and repaint a bit of wood trim. This one definitely needs another coat, but yeah, it looks a little bit better. I could wander around the entire house for weeks and still find little bits of painting here and there and everywhere to do that. That'll keep me busy for a while. But I think a lot of the focus of today is probably just going to be in the house. I want to get some pots done and stuff. Trouble is, spending all the time in the garden, tidying the garden, is that I'm not doing chores around the house. So I need to balance it quite well. So I'll do a few of them today. So many jobs that need doing in the house, it's unbelievable. Like, I'm looking at the blinds in the window now which are covered in cat hair. So at some point I need to do something about that. And I could spend ages trying to clean them, or I might just see if I can get some. Apparently you can get vinyl vertical blinds that are white clean. So I'm thinking that might be a better route to go for us with these hairy monsters. I'll show you the hairy monsters now. We got a pixie monster here. Pixie is absolutely living for playing spring at the minute. She plays fetch with the spring. If you throw the spring into the kitchen, she sometimes will run into the kitchen, kick it all the way back to you, but because she's kicked it back to you and not carried it back, she's not happy. So she picks it up then, runs into the kitchen with it, drops it on the floor, then picks it back up again and then runs back to you to drop it in front of your feet so she can go run again. She's very sweet, she loves it. It's good exercise for her as well. And here's the older gentleman, Archibald. He's looking regal as always. Hello, buddy. Wants to sniff whatever's on my hands. I've been in the garden. Maybe there's other cat smells on there. I can't pet cats, so there's minimal risk of cross transfer. If Evie's got any illnesses or anything, he won't touch me. And then Reginald, I don't know where Reginald is. He's probably upstairs asleep on the bed. To be honest, there's always a little bit of a concern when you don't see Reggie with Archie, because they're like two peas in a pod then too. But he's upstairs on the bed fast asleep. Sometimes worth checking, because Reggie's, when they're being a black cat, he can sneak around and you don't see where he's going. So oftentimes we'll find that he's spent like hours in the bathroom, because we didn't realise that while we were using the bathroom, he'd sneaked in behind us and gone into the bath and sat behind the shower curtain. But no, he's fine today. One job I can do outside that isn't so weather dependent is getting all this dug out, which is now in the bucket of dirt, and get some new plum slating. Hopefully then it'll rain later maybe, and then give it a good clean, because when it's clean it looks really nice. Anyway, I need to get some weed membrane down. All the wind's picking up. So, well, it looks like that when I've just put it down, which is okay. It's a little bit mucky when it has a good rain on it. It's still wet here because it's been raining recently. It cleans the slate up though, it looks really nice. So we've got that all the way around now, which is hugely better than what was there with the weeds. Still need to do all the painting, of course. And it also says to use the wet and forget on an overcast day, which I'm thinking today is actually perfect for. It may rain, which means I might have to reapply, but apparently there's loads in a 120 metres square, so I can give it a couple of goes. I just want to do the bricks and maybe the steps, because I'd normally use the pressure washer, but with me putting all the new stone down, I'm going to leave it for this year. Well, that stuff went surprisingly far. It's starting to dry here. I just did all the steps and all along the back there, and some of these flags that tend to get green as well. We'll see what it dries like in the future. I don't think it's an instant process, it's just a set and forget type thing. we'll see what happens. I said it's a set and forget type thing, and it's literally called wet and forget. Anyway, I'm going to finish sealing the bath with this tape stuff. Well, I've done the bath seal. It's serviceable. It's probably about 95% better than it was. The seal's actually, the old seal is fine. It's just it was starting to discolour a little bit. So all I've done is I've put that seal over the top of the old seal just to neaten it up a little bit. Eventually I'll do the whole lot, but that's not going to happen today or anytime soon. But yeah, quite a productive morning. I'm going to have some minestrone soup for my lunch. I found that minestrone soup, the one I eat, is quite low calorie and it's very filling. And since I've basically gamified calorie counting using an app that I found online that I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And it just basically says what weight are you, what target weight you want, here's how many calories you've got to eat a day. And the only time I seem to fall down on that is at the weekend when I'm having beers in the evening. But you can also change the weighting of your week, so you can account for your beers at the weekend if you want to. I haven't looked at that yet, to be honest. But yeah, it's now about trying to find things that I really enjoy eating that aren't stupidly high calorie. And see how I get on. This is 260 calories for the entire pot, which for my lunch is perfect. But the last thing I do want is for our channel to become all about dieting and things like that. It's just something we're doing in the background. We'll probably have naughty days where we go to town tomorrow and eat Rudys pizza and drink lots of craft beer. But it's not so much about the naughty days, it's about the day-to-day stuff when we aren't vlogging. Adam's walking round expectantly, waiting for me to pick up the spring. That was the worst throw ever, sorry Pix. Here she comes. Where did it go? He dropped it and then kicked it under the couch. These springs are about £5 for a pack of 20. And they've been the best purchase for her. The other two don't care about them at all, but she absolutely loves them, so they were a good investment. They just get everywhere. You'll be walking around, you'll think you've stood on something's toes, like one of the cat's toes, and you're looking at it be a spring. I mean, if I stood on the cat's toes, I'd know about it pretty quick. I did just nearly trip over her. But Pixie's very big on play like this, an interactive play. She, when she was younger as a kitten, she had a big piece of string, still around somewhere, but she obsessed over it, and it was a pain to play with it. Whereas the spring, we can just throw it for her, and she'll run off with it and play with it, and then come back whenever she's ready. So it's really good for her, I think, because she's quite intelligent compared to the boys. The boys are a bit thick, but she likes to use a noggin. Well, I have to say, I don't know where the day went. It's I mean, Gemma is finishing work a little earlier today because we're going over seeing my dad for Father's Day. But yeah, I didn't really get a huge amount done, to be honest. I got loads of pots done, and then that riddle that I bought last week, I went through most of the dirt in that tub where I was storing all the dirt, separated all the big rocks, all the weeds, threw the rest of the mud up the back, and yeah, so I suppose that was pretty productive. I also had a nice bath, washed myself up a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to go and pick Gemma up now, and we will go and see my parents, and catch up with you later when we get home. Gemma's home.
I'm still going to pick a chicken off. It's going to come off.
Yeah, we are having a chicken in a bag. I cooked this earlier, and they always fall apart, these, don't they? Yeah. Should be nice though, that. Well, if you watched us visiting the Makers Market, well, the market in Croxford Park the other week, you'll see we got the Liverpool Lost Ark rum. So tonight we decided to make some rum old fashions. So on the left we have a dark rum old fashioned, and on the right there's a tropical rum old fashioned. Both of these are made with the Lost Ark rum. So yeah, we're going to give them a try and see what they taste like. They certainly look the part. Gem's first for the tropical one. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, whiskey that.
Really? Interesting. Maybe a little bit more coarse. I think they're in aged oak barrels, so maybe that's coming through on it. Let's give it a try. see what you mean. It is rum, but it's
Whiskey.
whiskey-y. It's quite floral.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give this dark rum a try now, and then Jim can try it. He did say that this makes the best old fashioned.
He did, yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yours smells nicer than mine. You sure enough that's not the pineapple one?
No, that's the dark rum.
It tastes very pineapple-y.
Did you like it?
Yes.
You can have the dark rum one if you want, I don't mind.
I'll have that
Do you like both of them? Which one did you prefer?
Your one.
Me too. They were both very nice, but that one...
Both very nice, but that makes the better old
Yeah, it
fashioned.
has really nice flavours.
It's very warm. Yeah, that is what it smells nice as well. This one is very light. It
Yes.
doesn't make the best old fashioned. That one makes the best old fashioned.
There we go. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is Sunday. We're going out to town, aren't we?
We are.
Got my new shirt on. It's actually a year old, but I fit into it now the wrong way. I've grown into it. Anyway, we'll see you in town. We're going to do Rudys for dinner, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then probably just a few old favourites to get some drinks.
Meeting some friends.
Yeah. Well, we're in town, and we do have the combination of violins and opera singing. We're going to head up Bold Street and find somewhere to have a drink. Let's have a brewdog before to start off with, I think. I've been in here for a few weeks. Here's your gin for me, and a vocation one that Gemma's had before for her. Light bulb, yeah. You've had it on cans, haven't you, and you wanted to try it on a pint? Yeah. And we walked in going, oh, it's busy in here, completely forgetting that it's Father's Day. Round 2, I'm in some Black Heart, the stout, and Gemma's got Clockwork Tangent cans in here now. This is one of our favourites, and you just can't get it in shops anymore. Dinner in Rudys, we've not been here for quite a while, so probably going to go for my old favourite, the mushroom one. Got a free beer for Father's Day. Even when I said I'm a cat dad, they were like, yeah, that's fine. In a break with tradition, I actually went for the tuna pizza called a Tuna. And what did you get?
The salsiccia.
What's on that one?
It's fennel sausage and caramelised onion.
Lovely. So, pizza was really nice. We actually got the 4 pizzas. Gemma and Lane had 2 cocktails. We had 3 beers, and it was 72 quid. And then at the end, they brought us 2 extra free beers in cans, so I was taking a free beer home as well, because I'm a cat dad. That's not too bad, is it? Anyway, we're going back to Brewdog now, because there's another drink we wanted to try in it. Beers in here, I have a Verdant beer. This is a 14% coconut stout. It's very nice, this one. This was a 4.25, possibly 4.5 on this one. Really nice. Also thanks to Ian, who let us sit on his table that he booked. Call into the St. Peter's Tavern for one next. Getting about today. Jem's got a Black Lodge Real Ale. I gone for the old part of Red Stripe from Classic Jamaica beer. This is an old church, and they do have some stones up here, and it's kind of a little creepy. Well, should show you this, but it's quite impressive. This was Alma de Cuba back in the day, and now it's St. Peter's Tavern. Quite an impressive little bar. Apologies, I'm falling down the steps. And now we're on the move again. We're going to go and try and get cocktails in the place we went for Matt's birthday the other week. I think I'm going to get this Sazerac rye whiskey, champagne cognac, bitters and absinthe. It is a little pricey, but this place is, you know, cocktails all around. Looking good. Number 2, I went for the whiskey sour, and Gem's got the espresso martini. Yeah. I forgot it was briefly then. The last cocktail was strong. So that was the Oracle. It's a really good cocktail. That it's not cheap at all, but if you want to find it, look for Salt Dog Slims. Across the road from Cowshed, and it's just this doorway here. You just press the little buzzer there, and they'll let you in. You get table magic. We didn't film the table magic because it doesn't feel right to. But the cocktails are very nice, strong, And yeah,
To be fair, mine and Lynn's last cocktails, I got an espresso martini, she got a French martini. They're only £10 each. Was you and Carl ordering all the expensive stuff?
Yeah, we did order some expensive drinks, I will say. But yeah, it is definitely a special occasion place. It's not cheap at all, but it is pretty cool.
You can come and have normal price cocktails, or you can pick the more expensive cocktails.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to come in and just pay £10 cocktail, they've got plenty.
Yeah.
A £10 cocktail. If there is a £5 per person cover charge.
Yeah, because of the magic.
For the table magicians, who are amazing.
Yeah, they were very good, to be honest. They were actually probably better today than the last time we saw them.
Yeah.
I think it's because we knew one of them, so we had a bit of he remembered us and we had a bit of a rapport with him, so that was good fun. Anyway, we're gonna get a Uber home now, and we'll catch up with you later. And we are home, and it was a good day. You have a nice afternoon?
Lovely afternoon.
It's good catching up with Lynn and Carl, our friends there. We had some good food,
Nice
some good
cocktails. Great table magic.
Great table magic.
If you're ever in Liverpool, go hunt out the Oracle. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like the table magic, you just like...
Save up.
How would we doing it? But you pay like a £5 per person cover charge, and that basically pays for the magicians.
Yeah.
And both of them came to our table.
Yeah, it was good.
And they are so good. Like...
Yeah. So I think we're gonna relax for a bit, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. I've been out here a few minutes this afternoon after finishing work before I noticed this guy was sat around. And I just called him over and shooed him, and he actually walks over. It's probably because he wants a bit of food. You doing alright, bud? You look tired. So close to being able to just reach out and give him a pat, but he'll have none of it. He actively scratched me as well once. Looks like I need to stop buying cheap garden tools. This spade's only a couple of years old and it's already cracked halfway up. Well, it's Tuesday afternoon. Bit of a lull in the old vlogging proceedings the last couple of days after we got back from town. We had a really nice day though in town. Really good fun time. We are moving towards the end of the week though now, so I'm probably going to close this one off now. A little bit shorter these vlogs of late, but the weekend coming up is Gemma's birthday weekend, so we'll hopefully get up some stuff that weekend. Maybe a zoo visit. Definitely potential for barbecues because we're out in the grips of a heat wave now. In addition to that, I have now just ordered myself a new 3D printer. That's using the money that I got from selling the cameras that I no longer used. I decided to order a new printer, so I think that when that does arrive, that's going to be its own separate video in the style of when I built my PC and did the Painter. It'll be its own thing. Keep the focus on Gemma's birthday for Gemma's birthday weekend occasional vlog. Well, yeah, I'll take you through the setup and some examples of that when it does arrive. But yeah, thanks for watching. I think we're going to close it off now. Look after each other, and we'll catch up with you next weekend.